Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, adults of all ages, the 12/16 podcast is back with another banger. We're here to bring you the greatest podcast in the world with the best 1-2 combo around, the punch combo with the Renegon 12 and the Sharingan 16. We are the 12/16 podcast.
Man, we are back for another week, man. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of episodes. We got 2 Bleach episodes. We got
finale,
2 Kaisen episodes, and we got fucking One Piece episode. Oh man. Everything but One Piece was great for me. So it's great we starting off with that shit.
You don't like the fact that Momonosuke became the Shogun finally? Like who knew? Who saw that coming?
Everybody. That was the whole point. It was the whole point of this past 5 fucking years or longer. Whenever we found out he was, the heir to the fucking Kozuki and everything. So since all the way back then, so we've been knowing that shit. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah, but that's something that some people didn't see coming.
Yeah, I don't know who.
And then
must not have been paying attention.
And then Hiyori, like what? She's into?
What? Really?
Yeah,
oh no,
man! But we are missing.
Even though it was revealed that it was his sister a long time ago, so like, what's the shock? I mean, we all knew this was coming. It's just the wrap up of the shit, the wrap up of the battle. Man. Everything else though was all good.
Man, would you want to do it? Shit, since we already up on the topic of One Piece, we might as well finish it off. Since it's just one episode, you down for that?
I am fine with that. I really don't have much to say, like I said, about the episode. Another 8 out of 10 for me. Just a really solid. Nothing spectacular, nothing over the top or anything. It's just wrapping up another episode, a wrap up of the fight against Kaido and everything with
the 5-year battle.
Yeah, seeing the village and all that, seeing the people and their reactions. When Momonosuke is introduced as the new Shogun and everything. I mean, that was cool to see. You know what I mean? I wanted to see it for a while.
He walked out like a boss.
Getting to see his face and everything.
The long hair.
He said what he truly looked like, dripped out and shit. I was like, okay, Momo, let's go. Go crazy. But, overall, it wasn't anything like new or anything we didn't see coming or anything like that. And then we had
did it match the picture that you seen? How it was a little bit spoiled for you at once.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think did the picture play justice to what you seen?
Something similar to that, yeah. Wasn't exactly like that, but something similar to it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Seeing the Straw Hats, everybody all together again and whatnot, with Luffy and Zoro getting treated and the rest of them, kind of talking, chatting it up, and Yamato announcing like, hey, I'm fucking joining the crew type shit. And then Jinbei, obviously, him being out of everybody, the level head is like, hey, we got to check and see what our captain says goes. You know what I mean? Obviously, Luffy doesn't have a problem with Yamato, and Robin was the only one to call him a he.
Yeah.
Or a boy. That shit. What you say? He's a funny little boy or something like that. That shit was funny as hell.
Hey, Sanji was in love with him.
Of course.
And Brooke. Yes.
Of course, it's a beautiful woman. They always like that. That's nothing new. That's nothing to be surprised about. So we will see. That's one thing I do not know if she does join or if she doesn't join. I'm really hoping she does. So that's something I haven't seen or anything like, what's going on further ahead. Exactly. No big spoilers about that. So I'm truly hoping she does because her vibe, her energy, it fits right on in with the Straw Hats and everything. So I truly would love to see it. Another powerhouse to add to the team. I'm not exactly sure.
Another Conqueror's user?
I mean, bro, I'm not exactly sure where to, mythical beast fucking, you know what I mean? All that shit. Like, she's strong as hell. We know what she can do. She's fucking Kaido's son, daughter, however you want to look at it. But I really, 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 I fucking love Yamato, ever since I saw pictures of her, so I was like, okay, she looks good, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like the character, you know what I mean? And then we got to see her character. I'm like, oh yeah, she fits in perfectly.
The connection with Ace and everything.
Ace, I was just about to say that with Ace, and then the backstory about that, and him talking about how It's strong people coming out, but none of them are gonna be as strong as my brother and everything. Like, if you want to join the crew, whenever you're gonna be able to leave, you feel me? Whenever you want to leave and whatnot, you know, join him type shit. So I really hope, really, like, come on, that'll be, you know what I mean? That'll be 11 people on the crew, but if Luffy is not counting himself, he wanted 10 people if he's not counting himself. So she fit right on in. Everything about her character fits on the ship. It just be great to see her, man, and keep her you know, going along with the crew. And it'd be 3 girls now.
Well, it still be,
and now they have somebody who can fucking watch out.
2 girls, still 1 boy, the extra boy.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, it'll be another person who can, like,
that'll come into play.
I was gonna say, if they like separate and whatnot, well, you know how they separate on islands and whatnot. It's another stronger person who could be like with Nami and fucking Usopp and Chopper. Yeah, to like another person to help protect and everything. But we got Jinbei now too going forward as well. So this will be the first time seeing him. Not first time seeing him interact with the crew, but the first time with him as a, you know what I mean, as a fucking like pledged in, we had our drink type shit member of the crew. So I can't.
They did put that off on hold a few years back. We seen it. They said, you know what, we can't do this yet. Hey,
one of my favorite scenes, man. One of my favorite scenes. It goes all the way back to the fucking barrel, going to going to Reverse Mountain and everything. Just the parallels, dog. The parallels. You're gonna join be a member of the ship.
The only thing I would say is that I am upset that, well, not upset, but I do want to mourn the death of course, Ashura Dojo and of course Izo, because we seen the flashback of them being the only ones who didn't work out with them. Mm-hmm. Even though Kiku should be dead and so should Kinemon. This makes no sense. Kinemon is only alive because of a flaw inside of Law's
ability. Yeah.
So, which means to tell me that, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I had this, I put this out before, like instead of like a hidden form. If that's true, does Law's ability mean that if struck hard enough in the chest, that the hearts of whoever he took out will pop out?
I mean, he's done that before. Wasn't that what he did? No.
But he didn't cut Kinemon. Remember that just now. Kinemon was cut down when he was doing the battle. And was just to reflect that he got cut exactly where Law cut him at, which made it a perfect cut. So if hit correctly, will the hearts of anybody pop out that he had cut up? Or
I get what you're saying. I have no clue. I don't know.
Or the same with the Marines at Sabaody when he shambled all of their heads across. Like, I hit your head off or cut it off correctly. Like, are you still alive technically? You just gotta put it back on? Or is this just a flaw?
I was gonna say it would appear so. Well, that's just they trying to use that shit as a workaround to keep them alive type shit. But it's anime, so I'm not even gonna read too much into it or think too much about it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Unless we see it come play back later on or something like that. It just is what it is, and keep on pushing with it.
I mean, hey, I'm glad Kinemon is back, and I'm glad Kinemon is there because he
gotta be there to be with Momo. He gotta be his right hand.
And then we have a very touching scenes and all that shit that we have upcoming before
shit with Tama in the background with her ass and all that, seeing her little and finding out about her parents and all that, and Luffy, just Luffy keeping his promise and everything.
But man, wait till we come back from this filler shit. Once we get back from filler, I told you 3 episodes after the end fight.
I don't know, man.
3 episodes after the end fight.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't know. I'm gonna try and hold on, man. The fact that they put filler this week, bro,
it's hard.
I don't know. I might have to. I waited till Gear 5, and that was my original plan. That's what I said. But I'm
if
listen, what I said was I told Bag, I was like, listen, if before I go back to work and I text your ass that I started reading, don't be surprised.
Of course not. I won't be.
I'm that close from pulling the trigger on doing it, bro. I want to know. I want to know what y'all niggas know.
Dog, I feel you.
What Gregory say? I don't want to be left out. I don't like being left out of stuff. I want to know.
That's what people watch spoilers and then act surprised still when it happens.
Yeah, I can't do that.
But no, like It's this
all
this
in all
part
for the
was gonna be
week,
good.
solid episode. All in all for the
good.
week, solid.
I did enjoy it. Yeah, solid 8, 16 out of 20 for the 12-16 podcast rankings. You know, only thing I would probably change the episode was, oh man, is just having Kiku and Kinemon dead. But you know, whatever. To each his own. It's a bigger plot for later on. So that's
ain't shit.
But we can move right on into our JJK 2 episodes and then our Bleach 2 episodes, because Bleach is, man, what I thought it would be. They ended it off right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that shit was crazy with JJK though.
Man, dog. Itadori Yuji?
Man. Yeah, the past two. So I was kind of frustrated. Not the most recent episode, but the previous week's episode. Yeah, I was kind of not like upset at the episode or anything, but I see what they were doing more so now. I just felt like everything was kind of, I mean, it makes sense when I look at it. It makes sense that they had to do that. After Gojo being sealed, you kind of have to find a way to let everybody know and all that kind of stuff. But I wish they kind of would have sped through it just a bit more. You know, it would have been done with the first half of the episode. That's all. It was just, it just felt like it kind of dragged. Yeah, it just kind of felt like it dragged on too long. And then we didn't get too much action. We got some with Yuji when he broke into the veil and everything. He was knocking out the fucking the curse or the manipulated people and whatnot. So that was all cool to see. Getting to see my girl May. Hell no. Getting to see my girl. Oh yeah, when he was on top of the building, hollering his name and shit. Yeah. Nah, me. And then fucking just making different fucking versions of calling his name and shit. Yeah. That was funny as hell. So I really like the comedy of
they do a good job with it.
For me, it doesn't, like the silliness that they do on some of the stuff, it doesn't really take me out of it, because it just kind of, it's not exactly like One Piece, but it's like the kind of humor that One Piece infuses in the episodes and whatnot that doesn't really take me out of it. So it fits, and you know, all the characters kind of have relationships and all that kind of stuff, and just the chemistry between them all, it just really works. It really works. It's time to be serious, and it's time to, you know, kind of jump around and whatnot. Yeah, exactly.
Which is what we see in that next episode. But
oh man, yeah, the next episode, yeah. But anything else? I don't think it's anything else in the first one. It was really just getting set up for what's going on, explaining what happened with Gojo. We do know that fucking Mekamaru is dead from that fight. They did reveal that. But he had like safeguards and everything in place and whatnot to kind of help them out and everything with the information that he gathered. So that was cool. I love seeing May. I'm hoping we're gonna get to see her have a fight, because it looked like she was getting ready to go up a curse user or some shit like that in the basement.
The ones that was running up. There's two that was ran up, and then
when the other person left out. Yeah. So I hope we get to see her like really
get into
go crazy type shit. You know what I mean? Because we haven't seen her do any fighting or anything like at all. From the series, not. I mean, we got to see a bit from the movie, but not a lot. You know what I mean?
Wait. So Mecha, because I think I misjudged that there, because Mekamaru had, because you know at the beginning of the thing, Mekamaru's little earpiece that he had going around, and the fact that he was watching everything go on, that was him talking to them.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't alive though. Because he stated it. He stated in the fight
that he's not alive.
That he died. Yeah, that he died. He just had some kind of like computer safeguard.
That's what it was.
Robots.
Yeah, you know, the AI. Yeah. So that's the only thing that tweaked me out was, is he now an AI that can do things, or like did he upload his brain to a processor and start going?
It kind of seemed like he only had a certain amount of time
left.
Before shit like breaks down or something like that. So I guess it was only like activated because Gojo had gotten sealed, but I have no clue how he got to Yuji. You know what I mean? Because all we saw was he just popped in his ear like out of nowhere. So you know, maybe we'll get some more information about that too. Because you know
that tricked me out was that because you had cameras up top, you had cameras all around everywhere watching things going on.
He had cameras watching the fucking exactly. That's how you know Gojo got sealed. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
maybe beforehand he knew the maybe beforehand he kind of knew what they were gonna do or like where they were gonna be doing it in Shibuya, so he had stuff set up there or something like that beforehand, possibly, maybe.
That makes sense. So what I'm thinking is he probably put them on Mahito, and he probably put it up on them before they left, type thing. Like as he was going down, he put it up on them as they walked off. Then he started connecting the pieces everywhere, and then that led into it. So that would make more sense to me because
or something like that.
I don't see how he can know where we were doing that.
Because exactly, he had to know some type of. But that goes to show why he was trying to like get to Gojo to explain. So he must have known something. Type of what they were gonna, their plans to some extent.
Because of the fact that he was working with them as a quote-unquote mole to figure everything out.
To figure shit out. So I feel like he was really trying to do that shit to get a body so he could be with girl. Miwa. And the only reason I remember her name is because fucking that scene where it was like, hi, useless Miwa here. That's the only reason. Only reason I remember her name, because I was like the blue haired girl. It's like, what's her name? Useless Miwa. There we go.
Useless. That's terrible.
I just don't use the useless when I say. You see how I said Miwa, but then I said how I remember her name.
You said it up here. You said it
exactly useless, and I just say Miwa.
Terrible. But the lead into the next episode from that, because we did see it was good comedy. It was good comedy last episode, and then better action this episode, I would say.
Yeah.
So it was,
but still with the comedy involved, because you get Yuji and Megumi together,
and that's always some funny shit with them.
Part of their crew. That's their crew dynamic. You feel me? So
I'm just disappointed.
That fight
that they didn't have the good fight like we see with Mahito.
Yuji.
It gave me the vibe, and I was like,
close to the end. Yeah, they got hit with the frog and shit. Yeah, that shit was funny. They do
a good job with everything, but to see the inverse ability being used, I see why they were really scared of Gojo. Like they were really afraid.
Hey, bro, when they showed the flashback. Well, Gojo as a
walking
kid,
around
like, hey, stop looking at me. Y'all motherfuckers are weak. I'm like, yo. Oh, and they was in there cowering, bro.
She spilled her coffee
away, scouting him out, and they're cowering, bro.
She spilled her coffee, moved to the wall. He just dropped down. It's like, how, like this
as a kid.
He looked just like Killua. That's the funny part. He had on the shorts and everything too.
I love that. It was the voice actor. Yeah, it was the voice actor.
That's perfect. But man, like you. Really, y'all sit there and hear for this long until he was sealed. Like, Gojo gonna be sealed? Okay, cool. I'm out of retirement now. Come on, it's time to go to work then.
I'm scared of him, bro. That just shows you he really is the strongest motherfucking sorcerer, because you can't do any of this without getting him off the board first, man. I mean, nothing will work unless you take Gojo out. That just shows how strong he is. And him claiming to be the world's strongest sorcerer is not just talk.
It's not title.
Legit. Yeah. That shit is, and it feels like they did a good job how they kind of did the whole recording thing where they were going around asking people and whatnot about Gojo and everything. That shit, and then him being sealed, and just the effect, the implications that has on the sorcery world, man. Just
one person is that big of an impact. And it's crazy because Yuji's going to be stronger than him, and we can all see it coming because of Seikuda inside him. Like, we can all see that Yuji is going to surpass Gojo, which is crazy.
That was his goal. That's his goal, because Gojo talked about that shit. He said it's when Yuji died in that episode, he talked about he was supposed to be one of the ones to be up there and surpass him. He had Yuta up there as well, and then another character that we still have not seen yet. But yeah, I've heard. Did I hear it or did I see it on something like IG or something like that, like a reel or something? But something like that. That dude that they have not shown, he's supposed to be cold as fuck. I don't know what he can do. But he's him. I mean, you know what I mean? Gojo saying these are three characters who's supposed to be able to pass me. Like, hey, that's what I'm hearing. So I just want to see what he can, you know what I mean? What he can do. Because we've seen what Yuta can do. We just haven't seen what he can do without
the curse,
without having Rika.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, is he going to be in the fucking Shibuya arc? Because the last we saw him, he was overseas with fucking, with Miguel.
Yeah. So he might not then, unless he realizes, I don't have a connection with Gojo no more. The connection failed and whatnot. So let me go see what's going on. That's probably the only way I can see it playing a little factor inside there.
Because I'm ready to see him in the actual anime. And to me, I don't think you drop the movie unless you plan on showing him in the new season. In the new season. So yeah. But we don't know anything about the Shibuya arc. We haven't read JJK. 12 has just read One Piece, so we don't know anything about
and Black Clover.
What's coming?
Oh man, Black Clover.
Man. Yeah.
You need to read that. Fuck everything. You need to read Black Clover, bro. Bet. Because me and Bag, the way we talk about this is not just for play, bro. Like, if you out there and you guys are watching this, read Black Clover, bro. I'm telling you, only because it is coming to the end. The author stuff is in jeopardy, and he's dropping one chapter a season type thing. But start reading that. It's mind blowing.
Might have to start that shit, man.
What
he said, what Bag said, he was basically like, once you start reading One Piece, that's just gonna
open
down
the
rabbit hole. Yeah, down the rabbit hole you go. So yeah, fucking. But you got
a strong willpower, so it's different.
Hey man, if I say I'm not gonna do something as far as like doing, reading or playing something or watching something, I'm not gonna do that shit, bro. Until I say I'm gonna do it.
He's sticking to it.
Yeah, what Bag say? He said, "Who's gonna watch? Who's trying to watch the what was the Black Clover movie when it came out?" He's like, "Who watching the Black Clover movie tonight?" I was like, "Bro, we already told you watching that shit on Saturday." Like, you watching that shit by yourself? It's like, "Oh yeah, it's so good. I'll probably watch it with y'all again." He ain't watching with us again, but like, bro, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm good on waiting.
That shit was good.
Because that was when I was working and like I'm gonna watch that shit Saturday night.
Not saying that you're not working no more. You just on temporary leave.
Yeah, of course. But
Hey,
fucking, I'm definitely like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do
it. Hey, I secretly watch Black Clover about every other week or so. That movie was just amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Like getting to see everything. Yeah, we getting outside of this Black Clover section. Black Clover section. But yeah, the movie, that shit was great. I mean, everything that you've gotten to see from the anime pretty much up until that point is like all in the play, and everything is just the Merleona Princia fight. Fucking, I can't remember the villain's name, but his fight against Asta at the very end. Conrad versus Asta. Like
the color scene, the fights, the specs. They didn't blow the budget at all. They did everything just
beautiful.
Right.
It was beautiful. It makes me want the fucking anime to come back, especially because you saw how much. How watched it was on fucking Netflix and whatnot for that to be an anime movie to be number one on that shit. Like, come on, man, that's not really that's not normal.
Even though live action One Piece is now out there, it's not anime though, but live action.
That's what I was gonna say. That's because it's not animated. That's because it's live action. Yeah,
but to see that being the number one movie up on there, that is wild.
Beautiful.
Great movie. But back to JJK, I apologize for the sidetrack, bro. Man, it was 2 good episodes. I really did like the episode because we seen the. I'm trying to do the rabbits. I'm trying to do the rabbit, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the first time we got to see it. Yeah, the rabbits.
The man twisted.
And they basically made like a fucking dome veil kind of shit. Yeah, dome. Basically a veil. Yeah, a rabbit veil. So that shit was cool to see. So. It was just, I mean, the biggest thing, I almost forgot to talk about this shit. The biggest thing was Buddy ass fighting on the roof against the enchanted lady and the other dude.
Her grandson.
Yeah, bro. When he fucking ate the curse and he said fucking Toji, I was like, bro, I lost my shit. And you saw half of his face was like Toji.
And that wasn't the first time either because it happened with the grandma back in the day. I mean, when she killed the father.
Exactly. But to see the fact that it was fucking and Toji, bro, like Toji, bro, like, oh my god, and he had all the moves, doing all this shit he was doing and everything. So it'll be kind of cool to see, if they end up going up against Megumi and fucking Yuji,
man,
you know what I mean? Because they just finished their fight and Buddy ass is still on the roof fighting and shit. So if they have to go up there and help. Like, bro, because he never met him in anything, so that shit would be really, really, really cool to see, man.
Insert the comical section. Hey, Maggie, this dude looks like you. Like,
I admit, yeah, right. I was gonna say that's something you would say, bro. That's something you would say.
But I wonder if they eat enough of the curses, could they do a full body transformation into him?
No clue.
Or do you think it'll only be like just a half face, half strength type shit? Because of course we know if you can't go full body transformation for it, that's somebody that could go against Gojo right there.
Yeah. So I'd assume not. Then I'd assume not.
Because
if you could, you know what I mean. If you could do that shit and go up against Gojo, you would. You wouldn't be hiding in the shadows. So.
The brain would have did it a long time ago.
Or something to that extent. Yeah. Of a Ghetto's body. Yeah.
And, man, Ghetto with Toji and that brain all together, that's unstoppable force right there.
Man.
That'd be an unstoppable
force. No, I think what might come into play, because we saw how fucking Ghetto in the previous episode, not the most recent one, but how it was like him
was fighting back.
And you know what I mean? Him and his body fighting back, and he had to fucking like hold this shit back and whatnot. Because Gojo like, hey, I'm just waiting on his ass to wake up. Like, you wouldn't let nobody do this shit to your body and hurt other motherfucking sorcerers and everything. Because I think the two girls that they gon' you know what I mean, team up, because those were the two girls that Ghetto saved from the village, who was in the fucking cages and shit. So they joined up with him and whatnot, and it was in the movie too. I didn't notice that shit the first time, but going back and watching it again after watching
the episode,
the shit in season 2, I was like, oh, okay, that's who they are. So they might end up teaming up with
to try to break our out.
Our sources or whatnot, so his body could be properly buried and everything. So,
or if it's not properly buried, at least break that curse with it. Like the brain disappears or whatnot, but it stays inside there. Could we get Ghetto to come reincarnated?
Who knows?
That'd be interesting to see. I'd love to see him come back, man. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, because I was kind of bummed because I was really thinking that was him and he had just kind of flipped, but to find out that he really is dead and that motherfucker is just controlling his body, it's like, damn, that shit really sucks.
Yeah, because what did he say last episode? It's not the soul isn't the most important thing or something like that. The soul is still attached to the body.
Soul or the body. Yeah. That goes all the way back to that Mahito thing. When
exactly.
That
the soul is the main thing right there with him, and it's overpowered. I control manipulation over the soul, but now the body has control over it as well. So I'm interested to see, man. I'm actually glad we did. This episode was actually really solid. It's 9 out of 10 for me with this episode.
Yeah, for me, the previous week's episode, I say 8 out of 10. The most recent week episode, I agree with you as well, 9 out of 10.
I said the previous one was 7, only because some things just didn't quite add up inside to me, but it was still good nonetheless.
That's I feel it.
But
then on to the very, very end, the last 2 episodes of Bleach until next year. They went out with a bang. They did not let down in these 2 episodes. Just basically all out fighting from where they had left it the previous episode. So the last 2, I see why they dropped it as a whole hour-long thing. So we could just go back to back because, bro, both episodes for me, no question, 10 out of 10.
Regardless.
Probably feel the same way as well. Just getting to see Squad Zero, like, just fight, you know what I mean? Like really fight and let loose kind of shit.
I would say one thing. I was bummed out because it gave me the vibe just like the first half of the season did when it was the back and forth.
That's exactly what it was in the last 2 episodes. It was like, exactly like that.
Every time you think, all right, cool, all right, new power skill. All right, now we got new power skill. I know, we got new power skill.
Facts. It was exactly like that.
You take everybody down low and then give us the power.
I was gonna say that was really the only fight that went back and forth. Buddy with the hands whooped his ass. He whooped him. Bro. I mean, he got one kind of thing. You know, he got like one kind of when he took all the abilities from everybody down low. But that was it. And then afterwards, he got wrecked.
Hey, he said the Soul King said, "I'm gonna beat your ass and finish you within this line," and he meant that.
Bro,
he meant that 100% because he ended it out.
That's not even a Soul King. I think that's just the lead guard.
I thought that was the
buddy with the
with the bald head. I thought that was the Soul King right there.
That's the lead guard.
Oh well, hey, Nonetheless,
that's what I'm
dog.
saying. Like,
yeah.
how the fuck you gonna beat the Soul King if you losing to the the lead guard and shit?
You're getting wrecked by him, dog. I mean,
wrecked.
The man is Buddha slap, Buddha kick, Buddha punch. Like,
bro, fucking ink brush. You seeing a sword? You not sure if you seeing a blade? Whatnot, bro. Just motherfucking Black Ant sent that motherfucker down. Boom. Now fall, boy. Damn. Okay.
Hey.
Don't mess with Baldy. He told you not going past this spot, my guy, and he meant it.
I'm gonna put you in the air, but you landed back right here.
Man, that was really all it was. In the last two is just back and forth fighting. Seeing Squad Zero, kind of mess them up, and then fucking Yuba called the power back from everybody. So I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder what's gonna happen with everybody down on the ground who got their power taken.
I thought they started dying off, didn't they? Because you see some of them drop down and then just disappear. And
if you were in the Reishi thing, I wonder if you ended up fucking dying, and if you were able to like not be in it, if you were gonna still be alive, but just without like abilities or something like that. And
then that goes that goes to you tricked us. What Basby said, you tricked us. Are we only just tools to you?
Exactly.
Something like
that. Comrades are only tools to be used to win, or something to that effect. Is basically what he said.
If Basby could still be alive, bro, I want to see him and Renji team up together, bro. I gotta see it, dog. It just has to happen.
Burning finger.
I like your eyebrows. Oh, thanks.
Funny as hell.
I gotta see that happen once, cause old girl that had the clamp one, I forgot her name. She's part of Bambi. The jaw. Mm-hmm. She got hit by the wing and all her stuff disappeared, but then she laid down like she was dying.
So I wonder what happened. I mean, with him looking like he lost, what all happens? Because it's still supposed to be 2. Now, this is kind of why I thought Ichigo and them were going to be up there in this, the previous 2 episodes.
Hey, shout out to 12 for picking that right there. That's a good
you're
prediction.
right. Yeah, they just showed them going up. But I said at least show them before you end that shit. And I said I was cool with them doing that, which is what they ended up doing for just barely a brief second. But what happens going forward, because there's still 2 more parts. So why I thought he was going to be up there by the end was because I thought it was only a part 3 and then it would be over. But it's a part 3 and a part 4 to it. So it makes more sense.
More powerful.
Power and come back type shit. Yeah. So I'm wondering how that all kind of plays out.
I'm not going to lie, bro. This is pissing me off. The back and forth between the power scales, like, I'm struggling to you. I'm struggling to you now. I'm struggling to you now. Like that, Bleach is starting to like lose respect for me because of that.
I'm there. I feel it.
It's so hard.
Kind of just wanted to be feel even, feel evenly matched. Mm-hmm.
But nope, not gonna happen. Not on their watch.
Yeah, nope. It's just overwhelming on one side, going down on the other, and then switching, going back. Yeah.
Oh, you thought you had us? No, you thought you had us. No, you thought you had
us. Power up time. No, they were solid 2 episodes back and forth. The actions they did, their powers, getting to see them all on display, especially with the Stern Ritters when they got the power from the Ashwell or whatever it was. Yeah, and getting super strong with the fucking the wings and all that kind of shit on their back and everything. So that was really getting to see what their abilities were and everything. But the killer was fucking I don't remember her name, Sento Maru or something like that, old girl with the fucking the needle and shit.
Oh, yes.
Getting to see how Bankai
dog.
Oh,
hey, she was giving Oryu them hands,
to, heal themselves and whatnot, so they could use it because it's so powerful. You gonna win, shit. Bro. Like you saw the fucking world, like the world was shaking. That's how powerful they Bankais were. That's why they had them sealed, and the other ones had to kill themselves. So so one could unlock it, and then seeing what she did. She took them all out like that.
Every last one.
What happens?
I'm gonna wrap you up. It is go time.
What happens here going forward, bro? I'm so lost, so confused. But with part 3 and a 4, it would make sense to have a time, the time jump to be involved and all that. So it makes sense. So I guess he's gonna be down and build up more power or some shit, and then come back for a final battle and then get killed. or something. Because
what
happened? You know what happens with the rest of part 3? Because they didn't did all this shit to go up there and fucking. It looks like they didn't already lost.
Unless they get like another training arc, I guess we're gonna see another power up training arc or something like that. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see because we see just how powerful, you know, Ichigo is now. And Ichigo was.
We don't even know how powerful he is.
But I mean, just for him to say,
you can see how strong he is, but you don't know how strong he is yet. Like the true,
his mastery,
top of the line shit. Because he ain't used no Bankai, none of that shit, and he fucked all them Stern Ritters up, no problem. Just dodging and punching and shit. Really, not even really fighting. So it just shows he's on a whole nother level now.
I mean, for him to do a simple move and say, "Get out the way, or you're gonna die," like.
Bruh.
My God.
I fucking guess where could you go?
I apologize. I apologize stepping aside your way, big dog. My bad.
You think that can stop me? You fool, Baka! You fool! Get out the way or you'll die.
But then that makes you think now again, because since we are going up there, is it possible that we don't see Ichigo for part 3, but we see him for part 4?
Listen, I don't know. I just know the time jump is involved, and I know a little bit. I didn't read, but I know a little bit of because I watched a video that I didn't watch the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched some shit that I shouldn't have watched because the title. And I was like, oh, okay, I really want to know this shit, but
you know too much.
I didn't know it had to do with part of the story that's going on. So it kind of makes more sense to me with the whole shit with how we saw Toshiro being older and everything, seeing that, and it made sense. It made a bit more sense with what I read. So I just want to see how not read, but the video I saw.
But remember when Toshiro activates his Bankai, his full activation of it, he gets older anyway. Well, he gets like a biter transformation sometime.
No, that's not it.
Okay, so it's actually the time skip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that all makes some of the stuff that speculated about makes more sense after seeing something. I seen like 2 or 3 minutes of the video and I had to cut that shit off. I was like, oh damn. But it makes sense. So I'm kind of excited to see how it all plays out, but I'm kind of interested to see how we get there just by where it's left off. And I don't really know a lot. I just know like a tiny little thing that tiny little thing that happened. So I just wonder how we get there from where we are here with fucking 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. So I mean basically 24 more episodes of it, I'm guessing, or
it should go to next
26
fall, because we should have they're gonna break throughout the winter, come back throughout the spring.
I'd assume something like that. It'll become something like spring or summer, yeah.
And then that'll be next year around this time we end up.
I'm hoping we be able to get both the seasons next fucking year. Like we got both seasons this year, and they don't try and fucking stretch it out to the next year, like fucking Attack on Titan.
I was gonna say, do not do the Attack on Titan.
I don't want that shit. I just go ahead and fucking finish it, bro. Just go ahead and wrap it all up. So. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm real. I can't wait to see this. I mean, we kind of already knew this was gonna happen, and it's kind of hard to talk about it without spoiling it. Don't say it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking with because you all know the characters that we speculate gonna be in relationships and all that kind of stuff. So the stuff with their children and how that plays into effect. With the time skip and everything, that's kind of the stuff that I saw. And when I found out that it still has to do with the story that's going on, I was like, no, I can't keep watching the video. I had to cut it off. But it's just basically like Ichigo and or Hime, how they have kids, Renji and Rukia. I didn't really get into if any other characters have kids or whatnot. It was just those two, and like how Ichigo's son has like potential to have power of the Soul King or something like that. So it just got me all just real interested to see how everything plays out because they said something about Yuhabak and he comes back or something, and I was like, that kind of makes sense with how we just left this last season ended and everything. So I don't know, man. We'll see how it all plays out. Like I said, that's the only little bit of information that I know. And I'm just really curious and interested. Can't wait to see how it all plays out. So yeah, the first time I got to do that shit to your ass.
Fuck that. I'm still gonna edit it though.
So yeah, man, straight very good episodes. I loved every moment of the fucking the last two for Bleach. I can't wait for it to come back. And like I said, when 12 is gone, I can't wait to see how all of the stuff that, I talked about in that little section where he took his headphones off. I can't wait to see how that, how it leads up to that point. So
very interesting.
I'm excited. Hopefully we get a date about when it comes back, maybe around the end of the year, around like December, maybe beginning of the year, January or something like that. I'm really looking forward to it. I just want to announce when it'll come back, like the official date. That's all I'm looking forward to.
And hopefully it starts up when we get My Hero again.
Yeah, because that's gonna come back sometime around in the spring and whatnot as well. Mm-hmm. I miss that shit being in the winter time. I miss that shit being coming out now this time in October and shit. I love that. Because this is where all the TV shows, like the good stuff that I like really, really love watching, it comes back in the fall. In the fall, going into winter.
What happened to Naruto's comeback?
They booed it back. They got delayed.
Like, just leave it alone now at this point. If it's 4 episodes,
all the motherfuckers were supposed to be on together at the same time, but they fucked it up because they delayed it. So
and now the big 3 is done with, because now we're over with one of them. So I'm thinking what they push it back until the next
till Bleach comes out.
Exactly. Because around that time we'll be inside of You Dig for One Piece and the third part for Bleach. So that should be interesting to see.
So we will definitely see, man. We will definitely see.
But to close it all out, look, man, if you guys don't know by now, we're locked in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And this is going to be something that's going to be amazing. Thursday, we get a really good reveal of Dragon Ball Z at Comic-Con, and I'm really excited to see that. I'm going as Goku on Thursday, by the way. So just a heads up. See me out there as Goku in Times Square at Comic-Con. I'm really excited to see what comes up out of this next episode we have. But, man.
Yeah, I'll be there. I don't know what I'm wearing yet, though, but I'll be there.
He is Natsu.
I'll be there.
Are you bringing Natsu with you or no?
I'll be there. Tell me the same thing I told them. Shit, I don't know yet. I'll be there.
We'll have his presence.
Yeah, I see y'all motherfuckers there. We'll be out there. We get out there Wednesday. We'll be out at the convention from Thursday through Saturday.
Should have did Sunday as well, man.
So if y'all see us, come on out. Like we say all the time, see us, talk to us, whatnot. If you recognize, notice us, and we definitely gonna be out there, chatting it up with people, trying to, like we say all the time, build our community up now.
Man, one step at a time. The Grand Fleet, we going strong. 10 away from our goal of 250 that was set for the end of the year. So man, let's knock it out the park. With that being said, take us home.
Man, thank you all for making it this far. If you've watched or if you just let it play on, play from the beginning all the way up to this point, it helps out the video. It truly means a lot. So thank you for that. Whether you watch it or just let it play, either way, it works for us. So if you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to the 1216 podcast, see all the stuff that we do, all the content that we drop in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're going to get notified anytime we drop something new, whether it's 1216, anime related, movie related, all that kind of stuff, pop culture stuff. Or if you want to see sports stuff like football or UFC, boxing analysis and all that kind of stuff, we'll be getting into basketball when the season starts. So if you want to see all of that stuff, make sure you subscribe as well. Hit that notification bell. You get notified anytime we drop something new, and we will see y'all in the next one.
Ink, wipe away.
A black ant.